Today's CorelDRAW Quick Tour is going to be on the Pick Tool Flyout. This is CorelDRAW Techniques, and my name is John Allred. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. The first thing that a user sees the very first time that he or she opens up CorelDRAW is the Pick tool. And it allows you to start selecting items that you don't know anything about. Got a question for you. Which of you have ever used anything in the Pick Tool Flyout besides the Pick tool itself? Let me know in the comments below whether you've tried out the Freehand Pick or the Free Transform. Those are the tools we're going to explore today. If you're using CorelDRAW, you know what the Pick tool is. But there are other functions. With the Pick tool, you can click on an item. You can hold down the Shift key and click more than one item. Just continue to add more and more. You can click and drag across an item. You can click and drag across a group of items. Like that. Sometimes, though, it can be difficult to pick out. Let's say you wanted this gray circle here, this black one, and this white one here. You could select those three like that. But if this one were a little closer, like that, and you wanted, once again, you wanted to select the gray, black, and white circles, then you wouldn't be able to do that without also selecting this second gray circle. Now we have the Freehand Pick tool, and with that you can draw a lasso around what you want. So let's zoom in. There we go. And go back and pick our, we can go around this and that allows us to pick the three items. Where if you tried to do it with the regular Pick tool, I just pressed F9. If you try to do it with the regular Pick tool, then you get all four. All right, so let's zoom back out. There's a third item in the Pick tool Flyout, and that's called Free Transform. Now, like the first two, it allows you to select items, but it's going to restrict your selection to control points on the objects. So here on the corner, and actually wherever you click is going to make a control point. Now watch what happens when I click on this and then I click and drag. You see how it changes shapes? If I go up and down, then the shape of that rectangle moves up and down. If I go back and forth, left to right, then that shape moves that way. If I click down here on the bottom corner, same thing. And I can reverse it, and you see what happens to it. Let's do a circle. Oops, I'm still selected on that. All right, now we can do a circle. And do you notice how I'm seeing three-dimensional shapes in there? Or it appears to look three-dimensional because it's sitting next to the other shape. Let's do the same with our hexagon. And it's going to hold on to whatever, I didn't realize that before. It's going to hold on to whatever was last selected, so it doesn't matter where you go. The farther away from the object you go, then the more radical the change. See how that's moving around? So click on the hexagon here, and then the same thing happens that happened before. If If I go side to side, it stretches out that way. If I go top to bottom, it stretches that way. All right, so we can reshape that, and it doesn't matter where you click on the edge, it's going to do that for you. All right, now lines will look a little bit different, but you'll see what happens with them. You see how that's changing shape. All right, and so I last had it selected. When I move here, you see how that changes. Now, I'm not sure that I would be able to use that to make something in a drawing, because it seems so random. But I think if you play with it for a good while, then it may. I can see how that can help with a straight line, though. Look at that. I can set my line. Let's say I wanted to set that line to right there. There we go. And now, looks like I could all right. This is a little quirky. It's not the best tool to use for this, but I can do that. And one more time, let me click on this, and you'll see that tool changes the shape. Side to side stretches it, top to bottom stretches it that way. So it might be a useful tool to play around with a little bit, see what you come up with. But those are the 3 tools in the Pick Tool Flyout. If you found today's video useful to you, then please take a second to click the like button down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then click subscribe, and also click on the bell to be notified whenever new videos are created. I appreciate you joining me today. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video.